last class we discussed about a type of tissue, that is the meristematic tissues and permanent tissues. Okay, you know that the meristematic tissue based on the position and the location, there are the three types: apical, intercalary and lateral. Okay, in this class we studied the types of permanent tissues. The types of permanent tissues. You know that permanent tissue. So what is permanent tissue? Permanent tissue is a mature, that is a mature, differentiated, and the cell which lost the capacity to divide. So those are type of cells are called as a permanent tissue. The permanent tissue again they are classified into two types. One is a simple permanent tissue. Simple permanent tissue. And another one is a complex permanent tissue. It is a simple permanent tissue and a complex permanent tissue. Okay, first we come to the simple permanent tissue. Simple permanent tissue. Simple, it is a single. Simple permanent tissue means it is a group of similar cells. It is a group of similar cells and performing the same function or a common function, that is called as a simple permanent tissue. It is a group of a single cell or a similar cell. It is a group of similar cells performing a common function, that is called as a simple permanent tissue. For example, parenchyma. It is a group of similar cells. Parenchyma, number of parenchyma cells. It is a group tissue. So it is a group of simple single cell. It is a group of similar. All parenchyma cells it is a group of similar cells and performing the same function. For example, parenchyma cell. It is a group of similar. All parenchyma cells, they are similar. It is a group of similar cells and performing a common function. And all parenchyma cells, they are involved in the common function, that is the storage of food material. So it is a simple permanent tissue. Simple permanent tissue means it is a group of similar cells performing a common function. So it is called as a simple permanent tissue. And next, another one is that is a complex permanent tissue. Complex permanent tissue means it is a group of dissimilar cells. It is a group of dissimilar cells, but performing the same function. Simple group of similar cells. Common function perform. Complex different types of cells, but also there are different types of cells also performing a common function. So that is called as complex permanent tissue. For example, I already read xylem. The xylem is also consists of 4 different xylem elements like a trachea, vessels, xylem, parenchyma, and xylem fiber. So these are different types of cells, dissimilar cells performing the same function, that is a conduction of water. There is a difference. Simple permanent tissue and a complex permanent tissue. Simple permanent tissue is a group of similar cells. It is a group of similar cells performing the same function, common function. Complex permanent tissue is a group of dissimilar cells. It is a group of dissimilar cells performing a common function. Function same, performing the same function, but it is a group of similar cells. It is a group of dissimilar cells. This is simple and complex permanent tissue. Okay, next, the simple permanent tissue is classified into 3 types. The simple permanent tissue is classified into 3 types. That is parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. There are the 3 types of simple permanent tissues. That is parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. First, we studied about parenchyma. What is the structure of parenchyma? Internal structures of the parenchyma cells. First, the parenchyma cells is a living and non-mechanical tissues. Parenchyma is a living and non-mechanical tissue. So why it is called as a living? The parenchyma, why it is called as a living? Because the parenchyma cells is consists of a main living material. There is a cell organelles, cytoplasms and a nucleus. So because of the presence of those living component in the cell, so it is called as a living. And it is a non-mechanical. Why parenchyma is called as a non-mechanical? Because it does not give any mechanical support to the plant body. This mechanical support, for example, if this plant yellow jora gali ಬಿಸಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಬೀಳಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ನೀವು ಮರ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಗಾಳಿ ಬಿಸಿದಾಗ ಹಂಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಟು ವಿತ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಟು ದ ಎನಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಯಾವುದು ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ parenchyma. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಡಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ ಎನಿ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್. ಯಾವುದೇ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ನ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಗೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ? So because the parenchyma cell, the cell wall of the parenchyma is thin, which having a thin cell wall. Cell wall thin iradilla, it does not give any mechanical support to the plant body. First, it is a parenchyma is a living. Then for it important to get structure of parenchyma, mesenchyma, and sclerenchyma. So parenchyma cell, it is a living and non-mechanical tissue. Parenchyma is a living and non-mechanical tissue. And the cell wall of the parenchyma is thin. Cell wall of the parenchyma is thin, and it is made up of a cellulose. The cell wall of parenchyma, it is made up of cellulose. Cell wall of the parenchyma is made up of cellulose. And next, all the cells of the parenchyma is isodiametric in nature. All the cells of parenchyma is isodiametric in nature. Isodiametric. What is isodiametric? Iso means same. Iso means same. Isodiametric means more or less the diameter and length of the cell, all the cells, it becomes same. And that ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗೋದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಲೆಂತ್ ವೈಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬ್ರೆಡ್ತ್ ವೈಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಡಯಾಮೀಟರ್ ವೈಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ parenchyma is called as isodiametric in nature. And there is a presence of intercellular space. The intercellular space which is occurs in between the cell. In a parenchyma, in between the cell, there is a presence of a space is called as a intercellular space. Next, there is a shape. When come to the shape of the parenchyma cell, shape of the parenchyma, it is a spherical, oval, polygonal in their shape, or polyhedral in their shape. And next, parenchyma cells which performs a various functions. Parenchyma cells which performs a various functions, like it is helpful for the photosynthesis. It is helpful for the photosynthesis, storage and secretion. First, how it is helpful for the photosynthesis? Because photosynthesis ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು that is a in the cell there is only a presence of green pigment, chloroplast pigment. ಆಗ ಮಾತ್ರ it is involved in the photosynthesis cell part. So then again parenchyma cells there is green pigment, that is a chloroplast media ಇದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ parenchyma cells ಗಳಲ್ಲೂ chloroplast ಇಲ್ಲ. Some of the parenchyma cell it consists of a chloroplast. ಯಾವ parenchyma cells ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ chloroplast ಇರುತ್ತೋ, so those a type of parenchyma cells is called as a chlorenchyma. It is called as a chlorenchyma. What is chlorenchyma? The parenchyma cell, it consists of a chloroplast. The parenchyma cell, it consists of a chloroplast. It is called as a chlorenchyma. Then the chlorenchyma, which is helpful for the photosynthesis. Andre chlorenchyma cell, most of the chlorenchyma cell, which is occurs in the leaf part irutte. So it is helpful for the photosynthesis. And another reason, parenchyma cell, it is usually occurs at the soft parts of the plant body. Soft parts, plant alliruವಂತ soft parts ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ parenchyma cells ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀರಾ, ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ನ ಇಂಜೂರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಕಿತ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಹಾಳು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಆ ಇಂಜೂರ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಕೂಡ ರೀಜನರೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ರೀಜನರೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ parenchyma cell. And next, in case the parenchyma cell consists of large air cavity, so it is called as a aerenchyma. Chlorenchyma means if the parenchyma cell consists of chloroplast, it is called as a chlorenchyma. It is helpful for photosynthesis. What is aerenchyma? Aerenchyma means in case the parenchyma cell which consists of large air cavity, it is called as a aerenchyma. Then what is the function of aerenchyma? Aerenchyma which is helpful for the buoyancy in plants. Confuse agadi kandro animals ke compare madakobedi. Buoyancy in a plant. Buoyancy in a plant means it is helpful for the buoyancy in a plants. Buoyancy especially in the aquatic plants, the aerenchyma which is helpful for the floating the plants on the surface of water. Water ಅಲ್ಲಿ aquatic plants ಗಳು ಫ್ಲೋಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು weight heavy ಇದ್ರೆ plants ಗಳು ಫ್ಲೋಟ್ ಆಗಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತಾ? ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ weightless ಇದ್ದಂತ ಫ್ಲೋಟ್ ಆಗಕ್ಕಾಗದು. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗ weightless ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ only because of the presence of aerenchyma, air filled parenchyma cells. That is a large air cavity ranta cell, parenchyma cells, we call it as a aerenchyma. So that aerenchyma cells which is helpful for the buoyancy. Buoyancy means the plants which have a capacity to float on the surface of water. So it is done by the presence of a type of parenchyma cell that is called as a aerenchyma. Parenchyma. So what are the characteristic features of the parenchyma cell? And next, come to the another one type, that is a collenchyma. Collenchyma, it is also one of the living tissue. Living, but it is a mechanical tissue. Collenchyma is a living and mechanical tissue. So why it is mechanical? Andre ilige understood eno one point gottagutte. Mechanical tissue andaga it gives a mechanical support to the plant body. Plant body ge mechanical support na provide ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ branches ಜೋರು ಗಾಳಿ ಬೀಸಿದಾಗ branches ಗಳಾಡುತ್ತೆ, elasticity. So that is provided by the plants, that is provided by the, that is a collenchyma. So that collenchyma which is helpful, firstly the collenchyma is helpful for the mechanical support to the plant roots. Collenchyma which is helpful for the mechanical support to the plant roots. Why the collenchyma gives a mechanical support to the plant body? So because the cell wall of the collenchyma cells, the cell wall of the collenchyma cells, it is thick. Why it is thick cell wall? Because of the deposition of cellulose, hemicellulose and pectin. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಮೂರನ್ನು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಕಂಡ್ರು. ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ ಪ್ಯಾರೆಂಕೈಮಾ, ಕೊಲೆಂಕೈಮಾ, ಸ್ಕ್ಲೆರೆನ್ಕೈಮಾ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಮೂರನ್ನು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಈಸಿಲಿ ನೆನಪಾಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಫೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈಸಿಲಿ ನೆನಪಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈಗ ಸೆಲ್ ವಾಲ್ ಬಂದು, ಸೆಲ್ ವಾಲ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ thick. When come to the parenchyma, the cell wall is thick, made up of cellulose. But in a collenchyma, cell wall is thick, made up of cellulose, hemicellulose and pectin. Collenchyma cells living mechanical, parenchyma living non-mechanical tissue. Compare ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಎರಡು ಮೂರಕ್ಕೂ ನಾಗ easily ನೆನಪಿರುತ್ತೆ. First collenchyma, cell wall is thick and it is made up of cellulose, hemicellulose and pectin. Next come to the intercellular space. The intercellular space is absent in the collenchyma. The intercellular space is absent. And next, the collenchyma which is occurs in next to the epidermis. When we take an anatomical view will observe ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ collenchyma cells which is occurs outermost layer, it is called as the epidermis. The collenchyma cells which is occurs next to the epidermis region. Collenchyma cell sometimes it is occurs in a single homogeneous layer. Single ಒಂದೇ layer ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Sometimes it is occurs in a patches. Patches ಅಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ single homogeneous layer ಅಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So that is a collenchyma. The main function of the collenchyma is it gives a mechanical support to the plant body. So this is all the major characteristics of the collenchyma cells. Next, come to the sclerenchyma. Sclerenchyma is a dead and mechanical tissue. Sclerenchyma is a dead and mechanical tissue. Why it is called as a dead tissue? Because of absence of protoplasm, that is a cytoplasm and a nucleus will be absent. So that's why it is called as a dead tissue. Sclerenchyma is called as a dead tissue. Innone confuse agbaardu. Now sclerenchyma ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ dead tissue. ಯಾಕೆ? Because of the absence of protoplasm. So ಅಂದ್ರೆ sclerenchyma cell when it gets a mature ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದು dead tissue. It is in the condition of immature condition. Sclerenchyma is a living tissue. Confuse agade. In a immature condition, sclerenchyma is a living. But when it gets a mature, it is a non-living tissue. Yake mature adaga idu non-living tissue agutte? Because it has a thick cell wall. The cell wall is called as a lignified thickenings. What is lignified thickenings? Lignified thickenings means the cell wall is deposited with the lignin. The cell wall is deposited with the lignin. So alli yavaga lignin irutto cell wall alli lignin enagta hogutte? It consume the protoplasm. So that's why the mature sclerenchyma is called as a dead tissue or it is called as a non-living tissue. For example, coconut ತಗೋಬಹುದು ಆಯ್ತಾ? coconut ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ ನೀವು ಯಂಗ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಔಟರ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಲೇಯರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ coconut ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಗ್ರೀನಿಶ್ ಕಲರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಯೆಲ್ಲೋ ಕಲರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯೆಲ್ಲೋ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಬ್ರೌನಿಶ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಯಿತು? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಮೆಚೂರ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ sclerenchyma is a living. When it gets a mature, it is a dead tissue or it is a non-living tissue. Non-living ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ವಾ? So sclerenchyma first sclerenchyma is a dead tissue. Dead ಅಂತಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ because of absence of nucleus and cytoplasm or protoplasm. They will be absent. So that's why it is called as a dead tissue and it gives a mechanical support to the plant body. It gives a mechanical support to the plant body. And next, sclerenchyma based on the structure and origin, it can be classified into two types. One is a fiber and another one is a sclerites. Fibers and sclerites. So these are all the two types of sclerenchyma. One is a fiber and a sclerites. Okay, now to the structure of fiber. The fiber is a elongated, pointed ends or tapering ends. And the cell wall is made up of lignin. That means cell wall is deposited with the lignin. And there is inside the fiber, there is a presence of empty space. So that empty space is called as a lumen. What empty space create ಆಯ್ತು? So because of absence of protoplasm ಏನಾಗಿದೆ? absent ಆಯ್ತು. absent ಆದಾಗ ಏನಾಯ್ತು? It creates an empty space. So that empty space is called as a lumen. So outermost layer of the cell wall of the fibers which is made up of a lignin. But in some regions of the fiber there is no deposition of lignin. So that region it forms a small opening or a small pore that is called as a pit. The pit which is helpful for the exchange of some of the materials from one side to the another side. So that is called as a pit. So pit which is helpful for the exchange of materials. And another one type of sclerenchyma that is called as a sclerate. Fiber is an elongated in their structure. For sclerates is a spherical or a oval or a round in their shape or a structure. So even in also sclerates there is an absence of a protoplasm. It creates an empty space that is called as a lumen. But in sclerates the pits are branched. But in a fiber, the pits are unbranched. Andre, you confuse agbaardu. Simple parenchyma andre ನಾವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ is a group of similar cells performing the same function or common function ಅಂತ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಡೌಟ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಟಿಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಒಂದು ಫೈಬರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ಕ್ಲೀರನ್ಸ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಗೋಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಡಿಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಹಂಗಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಯಾವುದೇ ಫೈಬರ್ ಎಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿದಿರಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಫೈಬರ್ ಎಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಕೊನಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಫೈಬರ್ ಎಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಫೈಬರ್ ಇದೆ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಆ ಫೈಬರ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ಲೆರೆನ್ಕೈಮಾ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರೀ ಫೈಬರ್ಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇತ್ತು, ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್. ಈಗ ಬೇರೆ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇನಿದೆ, ಬರೀ ಓನ್ಲಿ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಸ್ಕ್ಲೀರಿಡ್ಸ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಸ್ಕ್ಲೀರಿಡ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕಾಮನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಈಗ ಹೇಳಿದ ಇಷ್ಟು? ಸ್ಕ್ಲೆರೆನ್ಕೈಮಾ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಕೊನಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಜೂಟ್ ಪಪಾಯ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಿರುತ್ತೆ ಫೈಬರ್. ಆ ಶೆಲ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಕೊಕೊನಟ್ ಶೆಲ್, ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಶೆಲ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ಲೆರಿಡ್ಸ್. ಈಗ ಅದಲ್ಲ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಈಗ ಯಾವ್ದು ನೀವು ಸೀಬೆಕಾಯಿ ಯೋಚನೆ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ನಾವು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ತುಂಬಾ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾರ್ಡ್ನೆಸ್ ಯಾವ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಕ್ಲೆರಿಡ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿಂದ. ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ? ಪ್ಯಾರೆನ್ಕೈಮಾ, ಕೊಲೊನ್ಕೈಮಾ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಕ್ಲೆರೆನ್ಕೈಮಾ. ಈಗ ಒಂದ್ಸಲಿ ಮೂರದ್ದು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ಯಾರೆನ್ಕೈಮಾ is a living non-mechanical tissue. It is a living non-mechanical. Collonchyma, it is a living mechanical tissue. Sclerenchyma, it is a non-living and mechanical tissue. Next, intercellular space is present, intercellular space is absent. Shape of the parenchyma cell, it is a spherical, oval or polygonal in their shape. And collonchyma, shape of the collonchyma cell, oval, spherical and next polygonal, Benzi shape, polygonal or polyhedron in their shape. And next parenchyma cells, isodiametric in nature, even it is also isodiametric in nature. The cell wall is thin, made up of cellulose. The cell wall is thick, made up of cellulose, hemicellulose and pectin. Sclerenchyma, the cell wall of the sclerenchyma is thick, made up of or deposited of lignin. The cell wall is deposited with the lignin. The main function of a parenchyma, it is helpful for photosynthesis, storage of food materials. Collonchyma, main function of the collonchyma, it gives a mechanical support to the plant body. Even also sclerenchyma, it is also gives a mechanical support to the plant body. So these are all the major 3 differences between the parenchyma, collonchyma and the sclerenchyma cells.